Hey, how you guys doing? Chan Trades, otherwise known as Luke. I did end up taking a trade today, both on my funded and my personal account. They're both on ES. On my funded, I lost $192. On my personal, $179. So, a light loss, but honestly, much better than any trade that I've taken this week. This is like the best trade that I've taken, honestly, in a while too. So that being said, I'll just quickly recap this. If you want to see me take this trade live, it will be attached to the end of this video. But just going over just kind of my thought process for this trade. So we just had consolidation in London session, so I knew that we had to have some form of manipulation of some sort of highs or lows, and we just so happened to manipulate London. We had this 1 hour high too. Pretty cool. So once we get that manipulation, and that was kind of right at market open, we start to have like a sell-off. I'll actually go back to the 5 minute. So we start to have a pretty good sell-off. We actually inverse this fair value gap right here, both on ES and Q. From there, I was looking to go short. So we had our manipulation. We had ordered flow starting to shift. So I was just looking for a entry down to, this is London and Asian session lows. So I marked out a few confluences on the 5 minute. So we had this candle closure right here. So we had equilibrium off this candle closure. So this is equilibrium for this high, this low. We had a fair value gap right here. We had BPR. We had this BPR zone right here. That's all good. We had an order block right here. Yeah, so all really good confluences. We came into all of these confluences up here. So we pushed into them. We were in bullish structure, and then we had a really nice candle closure down. What we did is we inversed this fair value gap right here. We also fibbed this guy right here. So all in all, really good candle closure out of this confluence zone, and I entered. This was about my entry, something along these lines right here. Again, take profit all the way down here at Asian session, London session. So, anyway, so from this move, this is my strategy. This is like my strategy to the T. This is how I should be taking my trades. This was a good trade. I love this trade. I would have taken this trade like 9 times out of 10. I don't know. Like this is a good trade. And it didn't obviously play out in the way that I thought it would play out. We had some news that came out at 8, and I took this trade like a minute before, which kind of sucked. And the news ended up being bullish, so kind of just helped push this thing up here. That's the one thing I could have done better about this trade is the time frame. I could have waited a candle or two, but at the same time, if my setup presents itself, I take my setup. So just being cognizant of that, and I guess there is an argument to be made I shouldn't have traded today. We have the government shutdown. We had some more impact news stuff, so maybe I shouldn't have been even looking for a trade today. I feel like, however, even though all those things were happening, it didn't, and it won't necessarily all the time inhibit a bad trade, at least at the level that those things were happening at. So I am happy with what I did today, and it just shows like I do know what I'm doing. Right? Obviously, it didn't play out in the way that I thought it would play out, but it shows like I can execute my strategy. This is my strategy, and I have a win rate with the strategy. Like I can win this stuff. Um, where is? I want to just see real quick. Yeah, so from where I entered to here, 3-4. Yeah, so that's that move right here. So I could have at a bare minimum, like if the move would have played out in my direction, I probably would have been my first take profit point. Yeah, like this could have definitely played out in the way that I thought it would. It looks like we're almost at all-time highs again. Or not all-time highs, sorry, that's previous day highs. It looks like we are getting kind of close to all-time highs again, so I don't know, we'll kind of just see how everything plays out, but I'm happy with this trade. How I exited to, I guess I didn't go over that. Let me just say that real quick, and then I'll get out of here. So we pushed down on NQ. We got just some, yeah, right here. We just got some like insane, oh my gosh, insane hammer candles, which I don't really use candlestick formation per se, but like price was pushing up. We got a doji here. Price doesn't know what it wants to do if it's a doji. We have this for value gap right here. So my stop was protected because I originally, I did have it right here above the last high, but I also had it right here. The high was above this fair value gap, so the fair value gap was protecting it. We kind of pushed into this price zone, and we were just kind of chilling. We closed out of the fair value gap, and then we inversed it. So I exited right when we inversed it because order flow shifted on the 1 minute, and higher time frames hold higher power. But today, with the risk that I was taking, like this was the best move for me to do, is just exit where I exited. But overall, really good. It could have played out in either direction. Like if that, I think it is really just the news, which kind of sucks. I probably shouldn't have traded today with the news, but at the same time, like I'm not beating myself up over it. Tomorrow should be a good-ish day. We got a Fed speech though. Yeah, I probably won't trade Friday. We have Impact News in the Century on Friday, but I think tomorrow I will. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. If you guys want to see me take this trade live, it will be playing right about now. Bye-bye. What's up, guys? Happy Cocktober! Happy Cocktober! It's officially Cocktober. The day is upon us. It is the first of the month. Wake up! Oh, I gotta play some Cardi B. You guys can't hear it, but because I don't want to get copyrighted. Gotta play some Sky. Wake up! It's the first of the month. I let my bit roll my blood. Okay. Well, let's just kind of dive into today. So, 7:24 right now. Market opens 5 minutes. News, we're a little news heavy, which is chill. Get this Jonathan up here. I'll actually do it this way so you guys can see it so it's not cropped out. Oh my. Okay. So, I'm just tweaking apparently. The main news is like our manufacturing news from September, so just like all those numbers between like global manufacturing, then more like local, like employment stuff, like that type of deal. So really just like how is the economy, more importantly like the US economy doing. We have some Fed stuff later today. Trump is speaking later today, but it's later, so that's fine. One of the big things, though, we had a government shutdown last night, or it took place, I guess, this morning, technically, at 12 Eastern Standard Time. So the government shut down because, I don't know, they couldn't figure out, couldn't, like, pass the billing or whatever. I don't know. Out of my pay grade. But it's not in my pay grade to know about it, so I do know about that. They don't typically last super long, and I'm just going to be cognizant of it today. I'm really looking for a 5-minute strategy trade. I really need to see price develop on the higher time frame today, just because we have so much news, and that's really what I should be looking for to begin with. So I'm not really worried about that. Let me go ahead and I'll just mark these little guys. So, my bias for the day, like both indexes are printing super similar right now. As you can tell, like there's no SMTs just right off the bat. But what I'm kind of looking at right now, we'll go to like the 10 minute, make it a little easier. Um, really, there's no manipulation. So, I mean, like Asian session, we manipulated like all this like New York stuff or whatever, and we got a reversal out of it, right? But London session has just been consolidating. So really, what I'm looking for is another form of manipulation. Honestly, I don't really have the best idea where price wants to go today. If I had to guess, I mean, it would probably be these lows down here between Asian and London session, just because on both indexes they are right there. However, we also have some relative equal highs up here, but I just feel like the London Asian session lows are gonna hold a little bit more strength today, especially with like the news, the government shutdown. I assume that's bearish because not good, but we'll just have to play or wait and see how news plays out. I mean, news kind of opens like the one that I'm really concerned about opens at 8, or the one I'm gonna be most interested in opens at 8. So we have plenty of time. We're already in bearish structure to begin with on the 5 minute. So let's see if we continue. What could definitely happen too, we come take out the slow right here. We push back up. I take profit targets for today. So we have all-time high. We have this FOCO low. That's kind of the range we've just been playing in, right? We just kind of been in this range consolidating. I think a bigger correction is going to come. And that's something we can get into like a different time, but I definitely feel like how everything is like priced in right now, we're definitely like overbought with a lot of like indices, just general stocks. Like everything is inflated right now. Like the economy right now is kind of shit. U.S. dollar is kind of shit, and we are. I don't know if I can. I don't know if you guys even see this. If it's cropped or anything, but we are chilling with stocks. We are up here. So I don't know. I'm definitely more bearish kind of for the next few months. At least like the next maybe month or two. December is typically a pretty strong month. The year closes out pretty strong. I mean like how it like generally goes. Spring, typically bearish. It's typically some sort of pullback. Summer, typically booming. Fall, typically a pullback. And then winter, typically booming. So that's kind of like the general cycle. And you can even see it. I don't know if you guys can see this right here, but we kind of have spring, summer-ish. I don't know if we'll have a pullback, you know. I don't really. It's kind of hard to explain it, but not hard to explain. It's hard to show it. But for just like generally today, I think we are going to stay in the zone. So for my liquidity targets, I'm really just going to have either Asian London session or potentially Asian session. I don't think we'll take this thing up to all-time highs today. So really just kind of keeping it as close as possible to where we're at right now. So we'll see. I am not looking for a trade today. I'm not looking to take a trade today. That's the mindset that I'm starting to cultivate, and I really need to develop. I need to be, if something happens that it makes me want to take a trade, like if a setup occurs, I will take it, right? I need to execute on my setups. But if I don't see my setup, I won't take it. More importantly, too, I really do like my 1 minute strategy. I like the idea of it. I just need to develop. I need to really just like develop it a lot better. And what I need, more or less, let's see. Okay, cool. Is money. I need more money to be able to like afford to risk on a 1 minute strategy. I don't have that right now. So I'm gonna be more, especially like this month. I think like my goal. I haven't set my goals for this month yet. I've kind of like already like thought about them a little bit, but I think I'm gonna try to be super like 5 minute strategy heavy. Just kind of. I need to just develop and hone in my skills a little bit, be more patient. And this month, I just need to just take a step back from just trying to like be like a gunslinger out here. I mean, I can be at times, but I need to just like chill out. So take 5-minute strategies. So right away off the bat, let's see, we got clean sweep, both these highs, no SMT. Yeah, I don't know why it's okay. I think I know why it's lagging. So I think the charts are being a little laggy because I'm uploading a video right. I'm uploading yesterday's video to YouTube because so last night I got home kind of late and it took me like shoot like 2 hours, or it was like an hour and a half to encode the video from Premiere, and then it takes like another like 2 hours to upload just because it's like a 1 hour, 2 hour, or it's like 1.5 hour video. So this one's gonna be long too, but I do genuinely like doing this live. I know other people do it. Biggest person, TJR. That's who I'm thinking about. That's kind of who gave me inspiration. Go watch him. Shout out TJR. He's a great trader. I've learned a lot from him. But more or less, I'm not doing this for anyone because no one's watching these, obviously. Or if you're the one person watching it, or my girlfriend, she likes to watch these sometimes to fall asleep, so that's cool. Sorry, I just exposed you, but love you. But I do like recording these because I can go back and watch them live. I mean, I do recap all my trades, just by myself. Like I have my own journal. I have my profit journal. I have my personal journal. I have my full-on I have like this Word document or Google document thing, and I recap all my trades. I do like my notes on them or whatever. Like this is what I did. Like entry exit. I was a little lazy with the past 2 trades with them, so I need to be a little better. But yeah. Anyways, this adds another element that's really cool because I can go back in live time and I can actually see, hey, what was I doing? Was I being controlled by fear? Was I being controlled by FOMO? Why did I do what I did? Which is important. It's important for me to understand these things because at the end of the day, I'm still fairly new to trading. I mean, I've been trading for a long time. Eventually, I might do tell my story one time once I'm profitable. Once I'm in profit. Once I'm at least 30K in profit. Hey, 30K in profit. This is day 3, by the way. I forgot to mention that. Day 3 of our 90-day 30K challenge. But yeah, I'll definitely tell my story. But I have been trading for a while, but I'm still fairly new to trading futures, and I'm also still fairly new to the strategy. I mean, it's only been not even a year, I've been trading live. It's been 6 months, maybe a little more, but you get it, right? I'm new. That's, in trading terms, most traders are profitable between really, 2-ish years. I'd say that's probably a pretty good baseline. Maybe a little sooner, maybe a little later. Everyone's different, but, yeah, if I'm just consistent, I'll be right on track. I just gotta consistently just keep doing this thing. Yeah. Anyways, after all that rambling, holy shit, I just rambled. We got a really big, bullish candle, really, really big Drake guy pushing out of here. Got a bit of rain, the devil made a hell. Died school, still I'm the one to yell. Made the best tracks, and still went off the rails. Go down, down, down. This new town. Sorry. Go down. Go in. Here I go. On my new trip. Here I go. Get too lit. Go lit. Sorry. You gotta love. Well, yeah. Bro, Dono is so peak. I don't know if you guys listen to Ye, used to listen to Ye, whatever, or listen to Dono whenever it came out. Then I used to go to the gym with my boy Cody. Yeah. Listen. Good guy. But, we'd go to the gym, and I don't even know what I'd play. I wasn't really like that big in a rap. This was my sophomore year, so 2020. What Donna came out 2021, 2022, something like that. 20, 22, 21, 21. And we would go to the gym, and he got me in a rap, and it was mainly like just Ye. Like he got me on a like he was a huge Kanye fan. I only listened to Donda in the gym. It was crazy. I would be going like doing. I mean, I wasn't that strong back then. Granted, I'm still, kind of not too bad now. I got a little bit of muscle, but I did not have that back then. Anywho, just listen to that. As I was saying, sorry, I'm just being a yap brain today and a scatter brain. I'm here to entertain you, even though I don't really know. No one's here, so it doesn't matter. Dude, look at this can. Okay, I'm off the 1 minute. I told myself we're not gonna switch on to the 1 minute until we get a little bit more of development. So what I'm definitely looking for right now, we could definitely go to Asian high, maybe previous day high, but I don't know if Price will want to go all the way up here, or even go to like this all-time high. Or let me make this all-time high. It's a little confusing. Just make that color. But we did manipulate at least London session and this 1 hour high, so on both indexes. So we're kind of just we are in the zone where orders can definitely get filled right now. We are in bullish structure. We broke structure right here. This high, this low, broke structure. Cool. What I'm looking for now, oh my gosh, is some type of pullback on the 5 minute. I am. Oh my gosh, I am bearish right now. Bearish down to these lows, but that's I don't know. We just gotta see how price plays out. Like if we just start shooting up here, I don't really know how far I'd want to potentially take this thing. And we're only 2 candles or 10 minutes in. I'm using the 5 minute candle, right? 5 plus 5. So, we're doing good. Let me actually see something real quick. Oh, I just doxed my girlfriend. That's crazy. I just doxed my girlfriend. We're gonna look up. Oh, let's talk about numbers. I need to see if my stats test is in. I took a stats test yesterday. It was about like probabilities and shit. And I'm gonna keep it a buck. I did not pay attention in class. So the night before, because I'm gonna keep it a buck. I only do my shit the night before. What the? This thing is sped, bro. Okay, I'm not gonna leak my hold on. There we go. I'm not gonna leak my password for my school, but it's so stupid. Anyways, so I studied the night before, and I felt like I did good in my studying. Like I locked in. I learned some crazy shit. Okay, it's not in yet. Low key, like I am cooking in this classroom now though. Fuck school though. It's low key kind of a waste of time. Find you a skill though. I'm getting a degree in psychology. I do love psychology. It's cool to learn about. I feel like in some way or another, I will help people in my career, whatever. I mean, the goal for myself, like the vision, like the true long-term vision, make this work, make some business stuff work, like be able to be set, and then be able to do whatever I want to do. Like helping people or XYZ, right? I don't know. But, Oh, that person was. Yes. Yeah, I felt like I did good when I was like learning all this stuff for my stats test. So we'll see. It's not in yet, but I might be cooked. 50-50 because it was like some crazy shit. It was like probabilities, and it was like, wow, if you have a bag of 18 candies and one is yellow, 5 are red, and 6 are green, and the rest are pink, like what is the probability you choose this one first, then this one, followed by this one? It's like, what? What? This is why we have ChatGPT. I'm joking. Don't cheat your way through life. Bro. Oh, why so serious? My brother. I'm surprised we haven't gunned up here. I mean, we'll see. Market open has just been like a strong move in one direction. Consolidation. That's what market open has been. Like yesterday. Where's yesterday market open? Right here? No. Right here. Nah. Right here. Right. Okay. JK, this was shit. Boom, right here. I'll show you guys. This was Monday. Oh, it was a sad day. Just read up. Boop, boop. This is more pre-market, but NQ just shot up at that time. Yeah, okay. Alright. Yeah, we had all this low resistance liquidity down here. We also have, if I was doing my 1 minute strategy, which I'm not today, I'm trying to be a change man, but I could definitely see price going up to there, and ES is ripping. ES is already there. In fact, believe it or not, between this low, or this isn't like the craziest SMT, but between this low resistance liquidity, there is an SMT scale. So, yeah. Oh my gosh. Let it all out, King. Let it all out. Okay. Wait a minute. Bro, I've been listening to like a lot of Cardi lately. I can't even lie. I know Cardi's a little, yeah, but like old Cardi just hits different. Also, this is a little, I don't know if this is embarrassing because this is kind of crazy. I've been listening to a lot of Young Boy too. Maybe not like a lot, but I kind of like Young Boy. I can't even lie. And that's in the traps right there. Can't even hold you. That's in the traps, and I'm not from the traps. Oh, what's next? Oh, ready? In a bit with a boomerang. I'm in a bit with a boomerang. I'm in a bit in a bat with a boomerang. A bitch in the bat with a Burberry on. Oh my god, bro. The Burberry. Oh, speaking about Burberry. Shout out Burberry, bro. Can't even lie. Shout out Burberry, bro. This shit is. That shit is good. I've been using Burberry for the past I don't know, year and a half. That shit is good. That shit is good. It's like the Kylo Ren, like the guy from Star Wars. The Kylo Ren. Alright, right now we're just kind of chilling. Yeah. Mm-mm-mm. All right there. Well, we're kind of just hanging out up here. We're gonna need. We're pulling back a little bit, but for order flow to change on the high time frame, we are. Well, what's here? All this is for order flow to change. I'm looking for breaker structure, Fibonacci, inverse fair value gap, which is that fair value gap right there. Order flow has shifted on the 1 minute. That's apparent by just how big this candle is, right? We have, do it off of this one. No, just Jonathan. Boom. So, what's been kind of hard about this market, at least in the past few weeks, 1 minute strategies like have been like what is played out. Like there hasn't really been like high time frame like retracement. There'll be a high time frame breaker structure, but not like a high time frame retracement, which is a third confluence: equilibrium, breaker block, order block, fair value gap. That's what I use. If you don't know what any of those things are and you're interested in learning, go check out TJR. I'll give him a free plug, even though no one's probably watching me. They're probably watching him because he actually knows what he's doing. I am still learning. I will always be. But I don't know. That's why I don't think I'll be taking a trade today. Just because I don't know if we will actually get like that pullback. This is a big candle right here. Kind of just see where we close. This is if we inverse this fair value gap, order flow, which it looks like we are in NQ, but again, we might not even like do like any form of like retracement, which it would be unfortunate. So right now we do have a SMT, ES being the lagging. However, this SMT is more short time frame. How it gets fulfilled with my strategy is really just this first 1 hour low. I would really love if we, don't just die right here. This would have actually been a really good 1 minute short day with SMT. I'm not even gonna lie, like this would have been really good off of yes, well, not serious, off of NQ. Just want to see if I was looking to take a trade today on the 1 minute. Yeah, would have been off of this candle down to the high. Yeah, this is like a pretty good 1 minute strategy. Obviously, played out. But we're high time frame today. I need to be more high time frame. I need to be patient. Need to be disciplined. We have a mini SMT just off this 5 minute low right here. It's nothing crazy. Do we have a SMT? Oh, psych. We don't. JK. But it's good. We got an inverse fair value gap on both indexes. You'd love to see it. Now we're just going to wait for this candle to kind of form and close. And whenever we get this candle to close, we'll kind of be looking for another confluence. I still think I want to take this trade on ES. One, for the risk. Two, because they're basically printing the exact same. This SMT is fulfilled in my eyes since we essentially took out pre-market. That's where I would have gone to, like this low right here, this 5 minute low, or this 1 hour. But in my eyes, that SMT isn't Like they're printing the exact same. They're not like one's not lagging or leading, so I'm not worried about it. Um, for my kid. Delete this. Just so we can see a little better. Depending on how price prints in the next 2 minutes, I'll kind of just mark it right now. We do have this big fair value gap. Big right now. It's not closed or anything. And we have the equilibrium, which is somewhere in the middle of this fair value gap. If price maintains this current bullish candle, we have to have a bullish candle, swing high to swing low. So I'm not going to mark that yet because I don't really know. This fair value gap is easy though because if price pushes up, I can move it. So far though, price is printing pretty decent, especially to go down to these lows. I am liking how price action is moving. We had high time frame manipulation. We're having, oh my, why do I, lock in, holy shoot. I'm cooked. So we had high time frame manipulation. Now we're having some form of retracement, maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see. Just how the next two candles print. The next two candles will tell us if I enter or not, if I'm in anything. Pop onto the 1 minute. Let's see. Okay, 1 minute we had to break a structure, change an order flow. That's good. Holy retracement, right? That means, in my eyes, that means retracement. So, it's good. We got 45 seconds till this closes. Molly bro. Hola. Hola, kid. Hola. Alright, girls. Hola, dicks. No, I do not know the words to the Cardi song. Not know the words to Neon. I know that he's like, hola, Ray, hola. Hey, say, clap that beat. Hey, Pete Ray. I bet. Okay. Cool, this is where we're at right now. So we're just looking for that retracement right now, which would be, so we're in bullish structure right now. We had a break of structure on the 1 minute. We really want to see pushed equilibrium. Right now we are in order block. In Q, we'd be in a breaker block. Right here. Let's see, what did NQ just do? NQ just tapped into that. Let me delete this. I don't want that. Okay. I'm tweaking. Yeah. We got 4 minutes till news candle, so that'd be cool if we see a little push up out of here. I like where NQ's at right now. Yeah, good manipulation. NQ is also in BPR, so that's pretty goated. We're in BPR on ES2, which is just this little zone right here. If we go tap equilibrium, push out, like I will want to enter this trade. I don't really know where I'd want to take this. I'm just going to throw something up here. cool. Okay. If a trade does present itself, I don't really know how much risk I want to be in today. Um, what? What's going on here? What is going on here? I feel like I'm Gucci Mane in 2006. Okay. We'll let NQ do whatever NQ needs to do, I suppose. Made no sense. Made no sense. Make no sense. Young boy, make no sense. Make no sense. Alright. So we're chilling right now. See if we get like an inverse for value gap right here. You get an inverse for value gap. I am market. Yeah, I'm just gonna risk one contract today. I should be. Depends if we inverse it though, which I don't know if we will. Make no sense. Make no sense. Yeah, no, make no sense. Oh my gosh, that's so much risk. I don't know if I'll inverse it. All right. We're in. I like this trade. It is a little bit before news. That's the one thing I don't like. So I can easily get stopped out with news here, but you know what? Like all my confluences were hit. I like that. It is a little bit of risk, and I don't know how I necessarily feel about all that risk. But okay, I like this. We're gonna kind of let's just see how it plays out. We'll just kind of see what happens like in this next candle, especially with news. Don't like the doji. Yeah, we're just chilling right here. Let's unqueue up to. Those are some crazy candles. I can't even lie. Let's see, kind of depending on what happens here. If we inverse this for value gap, I'm out. This is a high confluence area though. So let's look. Okay. That's the one thing about this trade I do not like. Entered in with news. Let's check it just real quick. Yeah, I don't know. News numbers aren't out yet. We're chilling. This stop. Guess it's protected by this for value gap right here, which is nice. So, kind of just chilling. But if we inverse it right now, I'll mark it to. There we go. Shoot, don't inverse it. Okay. I don't know if that was smart or not. Lost $179, so risk, great. I think I had a little bit of risk. I feel like we might just shit the bed out of here. We did just inverse this for value gap. Order flows changed on the 1 minute. I can definitely see price pushing out of the zone. Which is fine. So I don't know. I don't know if I should have exited. I higher time frame. Higher time frames hold higher power. I gotta just have that in mind. Um, we might be like really. I don't know why we'd be bullish out of the. Okay. I did not like these candles right here. These wicks are super high. Um, this though was like this is one of my best setups of this week. I can't even lie. Yeah, I would have got stopped out. So, um, yeah, you know what? I'm happy with this trade. That's it. I'm not gonna take any more trades today. I'm done. I'm one and done today. Um, just this news stuff. Right. Yeah, I'm sure we're gonna come up here. Um, I think the trade today would have been this like NQ trade. I would a lot of risk probably. Let's see. Yeah, five. That's a lot of like a lot of risk. Um, yeah, we're good. I mean, this could have gone either way, but like the setup did definitely present itself. I think the news that we've had. Let's see. Numbers out. Ah. Yeah, I basically mitigated my risk by exiting where I exited. So that was cool. We'll walk through it just real quick. So consolidation coming in a market open. Looking for some form of manipulation. We get that right at market open. When we start to reverse off this position or off this manipulation. Cool. We change order flow with this inverse value gap. Cool. We push an equilibrium, BPR, fair value gap, order block, literally like all the confluences you could ever need in the world. And we break structure. So we push in and we break structure, or we inverse this fair value gap coming out of it. We also fib, I believe, or we get really close to it. Yeah, we fib. So for inverse fair value gap fib, that is a winning setup 9 times out of 10. News most likely played a role in why price did what it did, and honestly, I could really expect price to reverse here soon. I'm not gonna take a trade though. I'm done for today. Because this was the trade. There's not going to be another one like this exact trade today. So I'm not going to try to force anything. But with that being said, this was one of like the better trades that I've taken in a while. Risk to reward was also pretty good today. Yeah, well, I almost spent $2,000. So like these are the trades that I need to be taking. Like this, I didn't win this trade, which is fine. Trades like this win. This is my strategy. I need to take trades like this if I'm going to be a profitable like future like day trader. That's plain and simple. Like it's just this type of trades, this type of strategy. I could have even taken it, I could have even gone down to this low right here. I could have really like yeah, could have really played around with today. This was a great trade. The thing that I love most about this trade is it's a higher risk to reward, right? Like I was risking more money, but I need to start putting myself in a position to potentially be able to make more money. At a maximum, this would have been $1,700. At a minimum, $700. That's that's a really good target to be in, especially if I'm going to reach my goal. So starting out October strong with a loser. I know it might be a little. I don't really know what the term is, but I did take this trade on my funded, lost it. A little more money just because I entered a little after, but we exited at the same time, so we're chilling. What I could have done too for this trade to be better, I could have protected it at the top of this fair value gap. However, I think NQ inversed it anyways, so I think this is getting inversed. You know, I don't know if price will push out of the zone again. And we broke structure. We broke 1 minute structure. So yeah. Price wants to go up, I guess, or maybe it just wants to be special and then go up. So whatever it is, I won't be here to catch a trade, and dude, I'm telling you, this is better up to the downside. It's a better up to the downside. So the thing that's so frustrating about my account size right now, or about like my risk tolerance, is you don't lose the trade until you exit out of the trade. That's how it is, right? But if I had more capital to play around with, I could easily protected this, like up here. I don't even know if I'd put it up here. That's kind of, I'll just give it some room to breathe. Price needs room to breathe. But since I'm trying to manage my risk so tight, it's hard to give it room. Like, I have to make decisions like this. Do I stay in this? Do I try to give it room to breathe? Or do I exit when we inverse this for value gap? You know, so, yeah, I think price is better. All right, well, I'll see you guys in the next one. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll be trade. I don't know if I'll trade. I don't know if I'll trade, but if I do, hopefully I take another. This is textbook A+ setup. This is what I want to see. So, I'll see you guys. Happy Cocktober. Cocktober.